Hello everyone and welcome to the video lecture series of data structures. Our today's topic is infix to postfix conversion, but it is done by tabulation method, or we can say with the using of stack. So this is an infix to postfix conversion of without parenthesized expression tabulation method, or we can say a method using stack. So let's take a look at our today's outlines. Students, first we are going to learn about the precedence table. Precedence table of the operators, or we can say which operation we need to perform the first. That will be decided according to this precedence table. On the very next, students, we going to learn the tabulation method. We'll see the two different examples of this tabulation method to convert your without parenthesized infix expression into postfix expression. Students, remember the postfix expression is also known as reverse Polish expression. So it might be possible that in the exam they may ask you about that to convert your infix operation, or we can say infix expression, into reverse Polish notation. So the time you need to convert it into postfix expression only. So let's learn the precedence table of the conversion of infix to postfix without parenthesized expression. Remember why I am repeating this word without parenthesis expression again and again, because this precedence table is only for the without parenthesized expression. Okay, so let's take a look at it. First, in the very first column, we have the symbols with us. The next we have the precedence, and the next we have the rank. So what these symbols are mean to be? See symbols like plus, minus. In the very first row we have the plus and minus. The precedence of the plus minus is 1. Next we have division and star. The precedence of the division and star is 2. Next we have dollar arrow caret. Students, when we talk about the dollar arrow caret, the precedence of the dollar arrow caret, that means the exponential operators are higher than the division and star and lower than the ABCD. So what do we mean by the ABCD? ABCD, that means our variables used in the expression. So here we have the precedence table like 1, 2, 3, and if we talk about the exponential operator, they has the precedence lower than the variables and higher than the division and star. So always remember, when we talk about the operators like division, star, dollar, arrow, caret, plus, minus, which operators has the highest precedence? That are dollar, arrow, caret. So always remember that in each and every expression, the operators like dollar, arrow and caret has highest precedence ever. Now let me talk about the ranks. So rank is usually used to calculate or to check whether our expression is valid or not. If you have the operands, the rank will be 1. If you have the operators, then the rank will be -1. So when we think about the proper expression, a proper expression string, then the expression contains whether it is valid or not. So students, your expression is valid only and only if its total rank is 1. If your expression is a plus b, then the a is operand. That's why the a and b, two operands are there, and the operand's precedence is in the positive manner, that means +1. So a contains +1, b contains +1, total becomes +2. And we talk about the operator, that is the plus. So the plus sign contains the rank, that is -1. So the total becomes 2 minus 1, that is 1. So this your expression is valid because its rank is +1. Fine. So the 2 minus 1 becomes +1, that becomes the +1 is a rank of this expression. But when we talk about the expression like a plus b minus, so a and b both contains +1, that's why it becomes +2, and plus and minus both operators are there. that rank is -1 -1, that means -2. So plus 2 minus 2, total becomes 0. Fine. So the rank is 0. See, the valid expression cannot contain rank less than 1. So when we are solving our expression, we usually need to check our rank of the expression. If the rank of the expression is less than 1, then you must say that this step has some mistake or your expression is invalid. Okay. So why we are using this precedence? Student, the use of this precedence is very much important because which operation you need to perform. Again, which operation you need to perform from the whole infix input string, that you need to decide it by according to the precedence. The operator that contains highest precedence in the whole input string, that will be executed first. And we have already seen this in expression conversion, that if your expression has an input string like a plus b minus c division d, so in this whole input string, in this whole infix string, the division contains the highest precedence. That's why you need to start with the division, not with plus or minus. So student, when we talk about the plus minus division star and dollar arrow caret, we can usually say that when you go up from plus minus division star dollar arrow caret ABCD, the precedence becomes higher. The next thing students you need to learn about is that when the plus minus or division star has the same precedence inside the stack and outside the stack. Why I am saying this? You already know that the dollar arrow contains the different precedence inside the stack and outside the stack. So here are some calculation and process by tabulation method. So we have that f of next is less than or equal to f of s of top. F of next, that means the precedence of the next variable, and f of s of top, that means precedence of the variable which is at the topmost position of the stack. If the f of next is less than or equal to f of s of top, then you need to perform the pop operation. Else, you just need to push your next variable inside the stack. Okay. Here, f of next gives the precedence of the element x. The next is the variable which contains the next character input value, and s of top is nothing but it's the topmost element of the stack. Here are some basic rules that how can you start the evaluation or how can you start the execution of this example. So what we have the infix string with us, and you need to start with the stack. So here we are going to make a 4 different columns like input symbols, then stack, then reverse polish, and then rank. 4 input columns are there. Okay. So first one is, here we need to initialize our stack with hash. We need to initialize our stack with hash. Second step is, our infix string is also appended by hash, because the appended hash shows the end of the string, and here in stack the initialize the stack with hash shows end of the stack. Fine. Now next we have, students, the top element of the stack is if the top element of the stack is greater than the next value. That means if, students, the precedence of the top element of the stack is greater than the precedence of the next variable, then you just need to pop the element, else do push operation in it. So let's have some points to remember. See, here are some key points that I just comprised version of my observation during these examples. So if you do not want to remember the whole thing or whole precedence table, you just need to remember these points and you can easily save your time to solve the example. Okay, so what are the basic points to remember when you are solving this example? The first step is that if you found the plus minus or the division star comes together in the next column and the s of top, or we can say stack column. If you have plus minus or the division star together, then you just need to perform pop operation from the stack. If you have the two exponential operators comes together in next input character column and the stack column, then you just need to push your input character inside the stack. Fine. Next, students, we have, if you found any character like A, B, C, any character variable, then you do not think much, just push inside the stack. Now, when the hash comes in the next character, you just need to pop out each and every element from the stack and append it with the reverse polish string. So these are some basic rules. Now, according to rules, let's take this example, that is a plus b division c minus d. So what we have over here, we have a plus b division c minus d. The first step you need to do is just append hash at the end of the string. So I have just completed that step, that is a plus b division c minus d and hash. Here the appended hash shows the end of the infix string. Okay, what up to the next? So students, next I'm going to make the 4 different columns. The first one is a character scan, the next one is a stack, the third one is a reverse polish, and the last one is a rank. So I have 4 different columns with me. Just understand the concept of this tabulation method. It is very much easy to understand. Okay, what is our first step? Our first step is to initialize the stack with the hash. Let me introduce the hash inside my stack. So now my stack contains hash, my hash of top. The top is pointed at hash. Okay, this is hash, top is pointed out at hash. Now, next we have start with the input characters. The first character of the infix string, that is A. Okay, so I'm starting with A over here. So I'm taking A. Now, what we need to do, we just need to compare the precedence of the A with hash. Precedence of the A with hash. If you remember the precedence table, the hash contains the precedence 0 inside the stack. So students, as we know, the precedence of the hash is always 0 inside the stack. So we just need to compare the precedence of the A with precedence of stack. So the condition is f of next is less than or equal to f of s of top. Is that so? Just compare your character scan precedence with the stack precedence. Is that so? No, because the variable contains always the higher precedence. Okay, so if your next value contains the higher precedence, then just push inside the stack. So I'm just pushing A inside the stack. So insert A inside the stack. There is nothing that popped out from the stack. That's why the column reverse polish and rank remains as it is. You do not need to insert anything over there. Now take the next character value. The next character value is with us is plus. So plus is the operator. And right now my top is pointing at A because the A is the last inserted element, correct? So we just need to compare the precedence of a plus with precedence of A. Now when we are comparing both of them, we come to know that plus contains the lower precedence. Okay, so now your condition gets satisfied that f of next is less than or equal to f of s of top because the precedence of the plus is lesser or equal to the precedence of the s of top, that is precedence of A. That's why we just need to perform the pop operation. So in the first cycle we are popping something from the stack. So A will come out from the stack, put inside the concat with the reverse polish, because reverse polish has nothing in the starting. That's why we call this null. So null is concated with A. The whole expression becomes A only, and whatever you have in the reverse polish, that will become your rank. So in reverse polish right now we have A with us. A contains is a variable and the variable contains the rank 1. Okay, so we have reverse polish, that is A, and at last we have rank 1. Now what about the hash? So after comparing plus with A, you need to compare plus with hash. But when we are comparing, we already know that hash has nothing value, that means 0. So you just need to push your plus inside the stack. So it's not like that you need to perform the pop operation only one time, but it is a cycle. Okay, so first compare plus with A. A has a higher, that's why pop A, then plus with hash, plus and hash. Plus has a higher value, so just push plus inside the stack. Fine. Now what comes to next? So next we have B. B is the character. Whenever you find the character, then don't think much, students. Just push character inside the stack. So just push B inside the stack. So my stack becomes hash plus B. Okay. Rank and the reverse polish remains as it is. Now, when we talk about the next terminology, that is division with her students. So division, when we call about the division, so first division precedence is compared with B because B is a topmost value. Fine. So now just compare division with B. B has a higher precedence, so just pop B from the stack and append it with the reverse polish. So now reverse polish become A, B. How many values are there? 2. Both are operands. So the total of 1 plus 1, that becomes 2. So now my rank becomes 2. But wait, what about the next one? So just compare division with plus because B is going on. B is already gone when we popped out from the stack. Fine. So now what we left in the stack, we have just plus value over there. So compare the division with plus. Compare division with plus. So when you are comparing students, both of them, division and plus, you will get the idea that plus has the lower precedence. That means you have to push division inside the stack. So now my new stack becomes plus hash plus division, and the reverse polish becomes AB and rank becomes 2. Now next we have C with us. Again C is the character, then you just need to push inside the bracket stack. So my stack becomes hash plus division, and last one is a C, and my reverse polish string becomes AB as it is. That's why rank is as it is 2. Next students, we have the minus with us. So minus is a operator. Now just compare the minus, compare the precedence of minus with C because C is now topmost value. Okay, so compare precedence of minus with C. Which one is a higher? Okay, so C has the highest value. That's why we need to pop C from the stack and put inside the reverse polish concatenated with AB. Just wait a minute students. After concatenating C with AB, our task is not over. Wait, we again need to compare minus with the next operator. So students, next our minus contains the lowest precedence, then division. That means division has the higher precedence than minus. So just pop division also. Now wait, compare plus with minus also, because after popping down division and appended with the reverse polish string, what we have? We have plus, the remains plus. So compare minus and plus, minus and plus. Now just check out my rules. In the previous slide, I already told you that when you found plus minus together, plus minus together in the input character string and the stack string, at the time you just need to perform the pop operation. That means plus will be popped out just because what is our condition? That f of next is less than or equal to f of s of top. Again repeating, f of next is less than or equal to f of s of top. So here f of next, that means f of minus. His precedence is lesser, no, but it equal to f of plus. F of minus is less than or equal to f of plus. The condition is satisfied. That's why we need to pop out the plus from the stack, and it will be appended with the reverse polish string, and my final output will be A, B division plus, and in stack we have nothing, so just last push minus over there, and my output is A, B, C division plus. Okay, so A, B, C, that is 3 operands, that means rank is 3. Now wait, division plus both contains -1, -1, that means -2. So 3 minus 2 becomes +1, so here the rank will be +1. Okay, so always calculate the rank according to the reverse polish relation, because reverse polish relation contains your answer and the rank should not be less than 1. Remember this. Okay, so next students, we have the D with us. D is the character. Don't think much, just push inside the stack and remains the both reverse polish and rank as it is. Next we have the hash with us. The string is already completed. So what to do? Remove all the elements. Remove all the elements from the stack and append it with the reverse polish string. So first what we need to remove? Obviously the last inserted value, okay, where the top is pointing. So students, the top is pointing at D. D will be popped out. Then top will pointing at minus. Minus will be popped out. So in the appended reverse polish string, we must have A, B, C division plus then D and then minus. rank will be 1. So that is your answer, and your rank is still 1. That means you are correct. Okay. So students, let's take the next example to understand this in a better way. So now our next example contains the string like a plus b division c minus d, a star b division c minus d. Then students, we have plus e $f caret g. Okay, so first I have already appended hash at the end of the string, and now I have ready with my 4 columns to convert my infix expression into the postfix one. So here I have the 4 different columns. The number 1 is the character scan, where I represent the each and every character one by one from my infix string. Then I have the stack with me. Then I have the reverse polish, where I appended my pop element together, and then I have the rank, where I'm going to calculate the rank of the whatever the output I have in my reverse polish string. Okay, so let's begin with the first step. The first step is a first push hash or initialize the stack with hash. So I'm going to enter the hash in my stack. Now next we have the a with us. So the input string in my infix string I have a. So just compare the precedence of a with hash. Precedence of a with hash. Obviously a has a higher precedence, so we just need to push our character inside my stack. So whenever you found the character, then don't think much, just push your character inside the stack, nothing else. Okay, so here my element a is pushed inside the stack. My stack column becomes hash a. There is nothing in the reverse polish, nothing in the rank, because both remains as it is. Now students, what next? Next I have star with me. So students, just compare the precedence of star with a. Obviously star has the lowest precedence, so a will be popped out. A will be popped out and appended at the reverse polish of our output string. So the answer becomes, and then after that the star will be compared. See, first star will be compared with a, and then star will be compared with hash. So a is popped out, and then star will push inside the stack. The stack becomes hash and star, and the reverse polish contains a, and our rank is 1. What next? Students, next we have b with us. Next we have b with us. Here students, the b is just a character. That means our input symbol. So whenever we found the character, because character contains the highest precedence, then don't think much, just directly push the b inside my stack. So my new stack becomes hash star b. Remains the reverse polish and rank as it is. Okay, so here it is, a and 1. Now students, I have division with me. Division with me. So first we just need to compare division with b. Division with b. Obviously b has a higher precedence, so b will be popped out from the stack and put the b in reverse polish appended with a. It becomes a and b. Now the next, after that, the division is compared with star. Division is compared with star. So obviously the star and division both contains the same precedence. So what is our condition to pop element from the stack? The condition is, sir, if f of next is less than or equal to f of s of top, then perform pop operation. Okay, but here what happening? Here the division and star both contains the same precedence. That's why we need to perform the pop operation over here, so that the star is also popped out from the stack and appended after b. So my stack contains hash division, my reverse polish contains a, b, star. Now calculate the rank, students. A and b, that means 2, star, that means -1. So 2 minus 1, the calculation is perfect, it is 1. The rank is 1. Now what next? Next students, we have c with us. Next we have c with us. C is a character, don't think much, just push c inside the stack. So my stack becomes hash division c. Now what I'm doing over here, students, I'm just writing my each and every input character in a sequence in the first character scan column, so that I'll not make any mistake or I'll not forget to take any input character. This is a good practice during the exam, because it might be possible that you just forget to write a minus or star, a d or anything else, from your input string or in character scan. If you are doing that, then you make a made mistake and it will affect your answer as well as your marks. So what you need to do is you just need to write down the whole expression one by one, character by character in first character scan column. Okay, this is a good practice, nothing else. Okay, so I'm writing like that, the E, dollar, F, caret and G, and last one is the hash. Okay, so let's start with the again. So what we left with C. Students, C will be pushed inside my stack and my remains reverse polish and rank as it is. On the next character of the C, students, we have minus. So what to do with the minus? See, minus with compare with C. Minus will compared with C. C has a higher precedence. C will be popped out and appended with the reverse polish string. It becomes A, B, star, C. Okay. Now what next? Next, students, minus is compared with division. Obviously, division has higher precedence. It is also appended with the recently make reverse polish string, and that is A, B, star, C division. So now my stack contains only hash and minus, but the reverse polish contains A, B, star, C division. Calculate the rank. It should not be less than 1. Okay. And next thing is that it can be greater than 1, but it should not be less than 1. Okay. So here we have A, B, C with us. A, B, C becomes 3. Star division becomes -2. 3 minus 2 becomes 1. Here it is. Okay. Next with us, we have the D. Whenever you character, don't think much, just push inside the stack. D is already inserted. The reverse polish rank remains as it is. Next we have plus with us. Again, students, plus. Compare plus with D. Compare the precedence of plus with D. D has higher precedence. D will be popped out. Next, plus with minus. Obviously, minus has equal precedence of plus. That's why we need to pop minus. If you remember the points to remember rules, you will get to know that whenever the plus minus comes together in input character string and the stack line or stack column, then you just need to perform the pop operation. Okay, so here in stack I have the minus will be popped out from the stack. Now nothing remains in the stack. Plus is push, plus I just need to push plus over there. It becomes hash and plus. And whatever I popped out, they are D and minus are appended with reverse polish string. So here we have A, B, star, C division D minus. The rank remains 1 as it is. Because if you can calculate A, B, C, D, there are 4 operands. Okay, and then division star and the minus 3 operators. It becomes 4 minus 3, 1. Next, students, we have E with us. So what to do with E? E is a character. Don't think much, just push inside the stack. Remains reverse polish and rank as it is. Next, we have dollar. Now wait, this is a very much important point. Okay, how to calculate the dollar? See, dollar has the higher precedence than any other operators. So when we compare dollar with E, E will be popped out because E contains highest precedence in the whole thing. Okay, so E will be popped out, appended with the reverse polish string, and rank is increased to 2. But the dollar will be pushed inside the stack because plus has the lower precedence than dollar. Now what do next? Students, the next we have F. F is character, push inside the stack. The reverse polish and rank remains as it is. That is no 3. Okay, it must be 2. There is a mistake in the rank calculation. It must be 2. Okay, now what about the caret? Now just compare caret with F. Obviously, F has a higher precedence. So F will be popped out from the stack and set into the reverse polish. Okay, so now my reverse polish string becomes A, B, star, C division D minus E and then F. Now compare caret with dollar. Now you just need to check out your points to remember that whenever you find 2 different exponential operators comes together in character scan column as well as in stack, then perform push operation. Why? I already told you that the precedence of the exponential operator R becomes lesser when they inside the stack. So outside the stack the exponential precedence is higher, but when it goes inside the stack it will become lesser. Okay, we will get the idea more about this in the with parenthesized expression. But right now just to think about, whenever you get a dollar arrow caret comes together in stack as well as in character scan, you just need to push the exponential operator inside the stack. So here I'm going to compare the caret with dollar. Obviously caret has higher precedence than dollar because it is outside the stack. Okay, so that's why I need to push caret in stack. So it becomes hash plus dollar caret. Remains reverse polish and rank becomes 3. Okay, now the next step is G. Push G inside the stack as it is a character and rank becomes 3. Now I got hash. Okay, so what to do? My string is completed. So just popped out each and every element from the stack and just appended with the reverse polish. So students, first we will pop the G, then caret, then dollar, then plus. G, caret, dollar, plus. They all are appended with the string. So my answer becomes A, B, star, C, division, D, minus E, F. Then G, caret, dollar, plus. And that's your answer. Rank, calculate the rank, it becomes 1. Students, this is how you can perform the infix to postfix expression using tabulation method or stack. How it works, how the algorithm works for this, we'll see in the next lecture. Till that, if you have any doubt in these examples, then please feel free to ask me. Thank you so much.